What's up?
Hey?
Yeah. Is it working?
Als je wel even naar de zijkant gaat een beetje. Dat hadden we net wel, toch?
Wat dan? Ja, maar het gaat niet door op. Ja, oké.
Zo.
Hallo, maar nu. You?
Zo chill. Iedereen zit er waarschijnlijk wel te kijken nu. We hebben nog 1 minuut, hè?
Chat. Er is een chat. Groep chat. Hier.
Ik zal even bij Elsa even kijken of zo.
Fucking. Oh, wait. Niet vragen.
Zeg het voor mensen.
It's working? Ja. What's up, what's up?
Hier zijn nog wat vragen aangekomen. Het is nu 7 uur.
Is it working? Should be working. Do you guys hear us?
We're on. So I just heard we're on.
We're on?
7 o'clock in Amsterdam. So welcome, guys.
Welcome to the new ID studio.
We're currently going to do the Q&A with you guys related on the Crack and Smack release.
Yeah, stop the time.
The remix that we recently released. And you all had your chance to send in your questions. So
let's start.
Let's see if we can answer them.
Yeah, let's do that. So,
first question, let me check, is John Falk asking, do you guys put the reverb before or after the sidechain?
Good question.
I think that's a guy's question for the DevMeister.
Yeah, I think it depends on what you're after. If you want a really a ducking effect, a really big effect with your reverb, then it's good to duck it before the kick. Then you have a more bigger sound, but it could be tighter. So that's, yeah, I think that can help. Otherwise, if you want a really natural sound, then it's better to put it after the sidechain, so it's less bumping. So.
And next question, I think. Tyler Lederer, how much bacon do you eat on a weekly basis? Well, personally, I don't eat bacon that often, but
I eat it. I think once in a while, 2 hamburgers a week. So
to gain some fat.
Yeah, I need it.
Will you remix "Arms Around Me"? Jose Alejandro Suarez Gutierrez saying that. Well, I don't think we had any request about that.
No, so and we aren't sure who it is. So.
And the Arms Around Me.
Yeah, we aren't. So.
And to be honest, I think this track is so motherfucking fat, it cannot be remixed.
Yeah, but it's gonna be remixed.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
okay. Good luck for the guys that are going to remix it.
Yeah,
then.
really good track, by the way. We play it in every set, so.
Jasper Matson is asking, I'm a 16-year-old boy producing music. How did you get discovered and signed to a label? Do you have any tips about how to advertise yourself to be discovered? Well, I think the key element here is try to develop a signature sound and don't try to copy that much that other guys are doing.
Yeah, and I think it's good that you don't go to the biggest label, but just do step by step. So
start smaller.
Yeah, start small, then get bigger and bigger. So just make music, and then say, oh well, it's a cool track. So maybe your friends are gonna play it, and then you have some DJs around you gonna play it, and then whoa, they're saying, whoa, this is the shit, and then they give it to a bigger DJ, and to another bigger DJ, and then you can go to the top.
Yep,
that's a good question.
If there's
what do we have
question.
more?
Danny Lucas is asking, what inspires you guys when you are making a new track? What kind of plugins do you use most often? Well, I think there's obviously a lot of plugins we use a lot.
We
But
are
I think there are a couple that we use practically all the time. I think one of them is called Diva
yeah, that's
from
a
the
really fat one.
guys, which is a pretty big synth.
It's a diva for your CPU.
Yeah, we have problems with that
Yeah.
sometimes. That's one that we use a lot. And there's also the 303 emulator, the one from the D16 guys.
Yeah, the physical one, we use that in almost in every track. Synplant.
Simplant also.
Yeah, it's really signature for our sound.
So that's like the most
Yeah.
common things that we use, that we often use. Let's
Yeah,
see if there's more stuff.
a lot, I see.
What do you think about the future of house music, and festivals and main stages are always and only for EDM artists? That's a question from Mattia Mavi.
Now, I think there's coming some changes. It was fun because we played last Sunday in a summer festival, and Martin Solveig was playing main stage, and he played after who was it? After I'm not sure.
Showtech.
Yeah. And I know Martin Solveig from really bang it out, but he played a really groovy housey set in the beginning just to calm down, and people react really great, right? So
yeah, it was a really fresh vibe. If you look at the day from like a helicopter view, it was something different. And I think if you play house music or very hard banging EDM stuff, it can work both. But I think the key element is try to do it like in a good balance, and see if you can take it down a notch and know when you can bang it out really loud.
Yeah, so the groove is coming back, I think.
I think definitely the groove is coming back.
And we're trying that too. So.
Next track. Let's see. I think I saw one on Twitter coming by, a cool one. Let me just look at that one up. It is a question from Francisco Fairwest. What would you do for a living if you guys weren't DJ producers?
Oh.
Well, to be honest, I studied real estate, and I made music during my real estate career. So I'm actually a realtor. I have a degree on that.
Yeah.
But then the music took off, and I started doing that.
Yeah, and for me, I was studying forensic science, and just when I finished it, it went the right direction with the music. So yeah, then we couldn't live from it. So that's, yeah, I didn't really work.
Next question from Crafty Cole. What are your individual strengths when it comes to producing?
Good question. Rolf is more the melody guy. He's really good in melodies and sound design, and I'm more the nerd and the perfectionist to get the sound right in the mix. And but yeah, we yeah, it's a bit we do it all together, but that's the thing.
Yeah, I think you were like you're really keen on seeing every detail in the track, and sometimes you even get lost in there.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
that's why it's so great when you're with two. Then it keeps you fresh. So sometimes Steffi will work a couple of days on a track and define all the detail, and then I just drop by and say like, hey, this is great. This could be better.
Yeah.
And most of the time when we make tracks, I write the first sketches, sound design wise, the builds, the drops, and the melodies, and then when we have something, we both try and finalize it.
Yeah.
And then till the first play when we test it, And after that, Debbie's doing the finalizing and all
More
the detail
the
and the reverse,
mastering
and
and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
so that's how we work most of the time.
Yeah.
And don't forget that you guys can actually win this amazing album produced by the Crack and Smack guys. It's truly amazing. We've been in their studio last week. They're such cool guys.
Yeah. So hopefully you have a vinyl player. So.
I don't have one, but.
So what do we have more? Yeah.
Let me check if there are some more cool questions. If in the end of the world was today, which tune do you guys would use? Which tune do you guys would use to save the world? Well, there's only one track. It's the Swedish House Mafia track, Save the World.
Yeah, I think so. That's a good one.
Question by Francisco Ferres too. Yeah, that's just Save the World, I think.
Yeah, it's really epic all together tune. So
let's see if there's more stuff dropping by.
I see some from Nicola Dokik. Do you use stem mastering? No, what we do is we do it. I think we just have a kind of a master and we work around it. So we don't use stem mastering. We do all in the mix. And if we think it's finished, then it's just finished. So it's not that we do first the mix down and then the mastering after. It's all together, so we can feel how it sounds and how it works. So, and we do it all together.
Next question, I think. Hashiron Kuyumu. What's your thought about big room? Well, yeah, that's just a definition, but I think it's a pretty wide genre nowadays. Like 6 years back, big room was, I think, what we're playing now. But now, if you call it big room, it's actually big room.
It's way bigger.
It's way more big room.
It's stadium music nowadays.
But what's our thought about big room? What is our thought about big room?
I love big room, I think, but yeah, well, what's the so much big room styles. I don't know.
I think it's important if you play a big room that you know what you're doing and don't bang it out.
Yeah, and play it in a big room. So if you're in a club, don't play that big room because then it didn't work out. I think.
I think big room is something. If you play big room tracks, you should know when to bang it out very hard, and also how to know bang it out not so hard. Take it down a notch. Give the people in the audience just a tiny break and give them some time to breathe, and then from that moment you can build it up again. I think that's very important when you play big room tracks. Nowadays you see a lot of guys playing so hard and which is cool, but
we need some soul.
Yes, we need some soul, and maybe some extra soul in there.
I see another question from Klemen Skular Blesnik. When are you guys coming to either Slovenia or to Australia? And are there any ideas we can look forward to in the near future? Yeah, we have a lot of ideas coming up this summer. We have Tear It Down remix. That's going to be our first new single, a new remix. I think that's going to be out next month. And then we have Brothers, and we have Aero Games, and what do we have more? Some other
We're
stuff.
currently working on some track which we cannot tell you too much just yet, but keep your eyes peeled.
So that's coming, and Tear It Down it will be the first one. So looking forward to that one.
And this guy also wants to know something about touring.
Touring. Oh yeah, we're gonna tour in Australia in October for 2 weeks. I think we're gonna play in Sydney, Brisbane, and some other.
I think he means Austria.
Oh shit. I was thought Australia. Austria, do we gonna play in Austria?
I'm not sure if there's any gigs planned for our Austria. But when there is,
We'll let you know.
we'll let you know. Let's see if there's any more stuff coming.
On Twitter?
Who is the most unorganized producer you have collaborated with?
I don't know.
This is a question from Vardan Deshpande.
I think it's me.
I have to agree, I think.
I'm really unorganized in the studio. I'm just doing my thing and not really. I'm not really to really. How do you say that? Yeah, it's all a mess, but I know how it works. So
sometimes you need a little hand from me.
And then it's coming from, whoa, what the fuck is this? That's right. Yeah, it's fun because we aren't really typical producers. I think I know when Axwell saw for the first time a project of us, he was what the fuck is this? I see all those plugins, like, oh man. So after that he called us the plugin kings. I'm not sure if he can be proud on that, but nowadays we trying to do less plugins on everything. Just
try to keep the main focus on.
Try to make.
Sometimes just using one great plugin instead of using 3 not so great plugins to do the same thing is better. Just get rid of it all. Just use one that does it really well.
But yeah, for us it was more from, well, when it sounds good, it sounds good. If we have 3 EQs or three compressors on it, it's like, okay, if it sounds good, it sounds good, and that's the case, I think. So yeah.
Here's a question from Dubro Fares. When is Brothers getting released? Well, there's not a real date yet, I think,
no.
but it's going to be released really, really soon.
Yeah.
And we hope it's going to be released around this summer.
That's for sure.
So that's the only thing we can tell you regarding that. A nice question from Adam Shawnee Boy. Who do you think will win the World Cup? Well, that's an obvious question, man.
Yeah,
it's Van Persie and his whole crew.
I hope Holland.
The Orange Kings. They're doing pretty well, I think.
Yeah.
It was a close call last Sunday, but they had a lot of opportunities, I think. And
so that was.
They almost died watching that.
Attack.
But it was really cool when we were playing the summer festival. The first half of the game we saw with the crowd and the audience. There was a big screen, so we watched with a lot of Dutch people.
Yeah.
And the second half we watched with some other guys in the artist village. So we actually had a good chance of seeing it properly, because we were in Belgium. We had to play in at the summer festival in Antwerp. Let's see if there's another cool question here. This is a question from W92. I think I know this guy.
Yeah, I think he's from Holland, right?
I think he's a Dutch guy. Yeah. How is it like to work with a legend like Axwell, and how does he inspire you? Well, this is a question we get asked quite a lot, and well, obviously, before we were signed to Axtone, he still is one of our heroes, and it's really inspirational to work with him, because he's a guy that always gives 110% in everything he does, and he really makes sure that you develop yourself and be better all the time, and that you don't stick on a certain level, but try to evolve in everything you do. And it's really helped, that you have someone that is so experienced and really knows what he does, that you can just ask if the stuff that you do is the right thing.
Yeah, we ask that a lot. And also fun is that sometimes we are thinking, well, this is it, this is really the shit, and then he's saying, maybe you have to do maybe something like this, and then we're thinking, what the fuck are you talking about? And then 2 weeks later, we think, oh yeah, fuck, this is way better.
He's always right.
He's always right. Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, the good thing is he just let you doing your thing. He's not from, oh, I will do it for you, but just
yeah, he gives plenty space for us to do what we really want to do, and he doesn't really point out the things that we have to do.
No,
obviously, but he just gives us nice environment to work in.
Maybe try this, or maybe you can think about that, or yeah, it's really inspiring.
So there's 10 minutes left on the clock.
Okay.
Last chance.
Let's do some more then. I'm just getting into it. So, what do we have more?
Where did you guys first meet Axwell? Is a question from Henry Emilio.
Oh, that's fun. The first time we really met him in person, it was in New York. That was our first gig abroad, Holland. And yeah, it was the first time. It was, I think, 2 months before that, he heard the track.
How are you feeling right now?
How are you feeling right now? And he was like, "Whoa, what the fuck is this?" And then I think within a week, we signed with Axtone. It was really, whoa, what the fuck is going on? We didn't believe it, right? It was our publisher was. We mailed our publisher to see if it was the right email of Axtone, and it was the right email. Okay, that was fun.
Yeah, that was in New York, and he asked us to do the gig with him, the Cosmic Opera one, and yeah, I think that was the first time where we actually met him, because we had like a lot of contact before on email, also with the feedback on the Leave a Light On remix we did in the meantime. There's a lot of more questions coming in right now. Have you got? Did you hear any tracks of the new Axwell album? I don't think we have.
No, we didn't hear it.
It's top secret, even for us.
Yeah.
That's a question from the real Magnus. Another question. Your guys' stage name used to be No ID, right? Just to making sure. Well, that's definitely the case. Last summer we got a friendly email from one of the producers from Kanye West and Jay-Z. His name is Dion Wilson, and his stage name is also No ID. And he sent us a request if we would change our name in the US.
Yeah.
And well, yeah, so we did that.
It's a bit shit.
But now we're called New ID, and
quite happy with it.
Yeah, it's new, it's fresh. Let's see if there's more questions. When you guys started, would you guys send tracks to get professionally mastered and then to the label, or just remix down? Let me just rephrase that. When you guys started, would you guys send tracks to get professionally mastered? Oh, I get it. This is a question from Jules Molina. Well, I think from the beginning we kind of did master our tracks on our own.
Yeah, we do all by ourselves. So
sometimes we actually let a master our tracks.
Yeah, most time doesn't sound better. Every time we send it to a master and it's come back, it's like,
it's so.
Yeah, it's a really personal thing. It's really.
You put some extra emotion in a master as well, and that's something that someone that does not really write the music on its own cannot really translate for you.
Yeah, that's hard.
Always the hard part for us. So we try to do it on our own most of the time.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of Daft Punk? This is a question from Arthur B.
Well, yeah.
Yes, those guys are obviously legends.
Yeah, we both love them.
If it wasn't for Daft Punk, we wouldn't be DJing all. For me personally, but
yeah, so it's still fresh. So yeah, it's
timeless. I think is the right word.
Yeah, timeless, fresh. It's fat. More? You have to do this.
think next question. How did you come in contact with Axwell? What's your advice to talented producers how to get in contact with him?
Oh, that was also a good story. It was with How Are You Feeling Right Now. That track, we heard that he played it at Palladium in LA, and then we saw a movie of him playing it, and we also on Twitter. So what we did, we just text Axwell just on his timeline from whoa Axwell, is this real? Are you playing it? And then I think no 3 hours later, it was, whoa, yes, I was playing it, guys. Do you have more stuff? Bam bam. So yeah, just
stalk him on Twitter.
Just stalk him on. No, don't stalk him if you don't. But if he's playing your track, yeah, then you should stalk him for sure.
Let's see if there's more questions. We have 5 minutes left on the clock. Let me see if there's more stuff. Ali Bramer is asking a question that we answered before, but we would love to answer it again. You guys have any good tips for a beginning DJ producer? This is a question from Ali Bramer. Well, as we said before, I think it's really important to make sure that you develop your own style, that you stand out from the crowd and don't do the same stuff that everyone else is doing. Only in that way you can really stand out and make sure you get noticed by big DJs.
I think it's the hard way maybe, but
it will take more time.
You have to be patient. I think we had the same. We sent a lot of tracks to different labels, also really big labels, and they say from
there was no response.
But yeah, it's cool, but yeah, it's a bit weird, right? It's a constant bassline thing, and
you will definitely get rejections from a lot of people, and that's just part of the whole game, I think.
Yeah.
But just please stick to your own sound. If you really believe in your own sound, you will definitely get through. It may take some more time, but you will definitely get noticed in the end. I'll promise you that.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's more. Is there some more in the mail?
Here maybe. Here, this one.
This is a nice one. Jonathan Elmhag is asking, after you guys finish a track, how long does it take till it's released? I mean, the process after.
So yeah, some tracks can be a long time. I think we have Brothers now finished for some months, and it's gonna be released this summer. So yeah, it can take a while, but yeah, in the end, it will pay off. You have to find the right timing, and we have other tracks too. So you don't want to clash all. You don't want to bang it out all the time together. So
yeah, it depends on how. It depends on every track, I think. So, like with Brothers, it took some extra months.
Yeah.
But
Tear It Out it's coming quite fast.
Yes, sometimes that's the case. But I think it's important, if you make timeless music, then you won't have to worry too much to release it that quickly.
Yeah. Trying.
Two minutes left on the clock, guys. Just ask your questions now, because otherwise it will be too late, I'm afraid. There's more results.
Wow.
What do you think about Deadmau5's behavior in relation with other DJs? I mean, Afrojack, etc. This is a question from Southkill95. Well, I don't think it really matters, actually. If you just make fat-ass music, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And that's stuff I think they do. So.
Okay. I see here some question from Christian A. What are some usual plugin effects on your synth buses, kick buses, and percussion buses? Most of the time, all our drips are going to just one bus, and then we have a kind of a compressor on it. Most of the time, we use the glue just to glue it a bit together. On synths, what a really good plugin is from Maserati. You have to check all those plugins out. They can really fatten up your synths. You have the
GTI,
the
right?
GTI, and you have some other stuff. It's really smashing to the mix. It's really cool. It's really useful. It's really easy to use. It's just two knobs and you're doing it. We are not really I think we are not really good in compression kind of things. We just crank it up till it sounds good. Any more?
I think
Just one more?
there's one final question. Oh, we're almost out of time.
Let's do one more. Come on.
One more.
One more.
Who is your biggest inspiration and why?
Good question.
We get that question quite a lot, and I think it's super difficult to answer. It's super difficult to answer.
One of our inspirations is, I think, Eric Prydz. He has really his own sound, and his mixes are really fast, really perfectionist. It sounds really top-notch. And when he's playing, it's really a storyline through his whole set, and that's I think that's what we are after too. So yeah, that's one of my inspirations.
I think for me also Eric Prydz, but also funny enough, the Crack and Smack guys.
Yeah, their sound,
their stuff is so warm.
Their sound design is
cool
also
and fresh, and I think that's why we asked them to release one of their tracks, because it sounds so timeless and so cool and so new. I think for me, like sound wise and sound design wise, it's one of my inspirations to check out.
Cool.
So I think this was the last question.
Yeah, is this the last question?
This was the last question.
Okay.
So
well, I had fun.
Lucky ones, you can win this one, and we will reveal the best 5 questions
soon.
Shortly, I think.
Really soon, I think.
But now we have to say goodbye, and hopefully we'll speak to you guys later on.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, and hopefully see you some around the world. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.